Hello, everyone, and welcome to our monthly card readings. I'm Tanys Coughlan from the Twillow Lifestyle Community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy, and I am joined by my beautiful co-host, Jennifer Jurkofsky.
Hello, hello.
And you probably are used to seeing this more as a video, what we're doing tonight. So tonight we're doing the monthly collective reading is what we're doing. Okay. I see that shine bright.
I love it when notifications do what they're supposed to do.
Exactly. So what we will do, I think, is I think what we should do. So we decided we would come on and do the whole 22 card reading this month so that you guys can see what we do in the membership site, because normally we just do the first 6 cards on YouTube, and then you have to sign up to come in and get the rest of the cards, the rest of the reading.
But notice, like, Tanys says you need to sign up, but you sign up for a free membership.
It's free. It's free. It's just we're building the community, and we really would love to have you join us. So tonight we thought we would do the whole thing so you know what you're missing when we don't do this.
Absolutely.
So we shall see how we feel at the end, whether we want to sneak in some individual readings or not. But at this point, we're just going to go through the whole reading so that we can actually put this on the membership site as well.
Yes.
And
month of April. What does April have for us?
It is the monthly April collective readings. There we are. So let's see. What does April have for us coming in? Ooh, I just saw the clock at 2:22. So that's interesting. As I asked that, it was at 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So we've got hearing messages from Spirit. I am a clear channel for messages from Spirit. So we're stepping into a time where we will be able to communicate much more easily. So sorry, they're talking to me, and I'm usually
messages from Spirit.
Messages from Spirit. So we're in a time right now where there's a lot of upgrades in our vibrational frequency. And so as those upgrade, it makes it so much easier for that. So, and yes, I did actually pull this yesterday for the energy update as well. So we are going into this for this week, which will carry through for the month. Thank you for noticing that. Shine bright.
That's awesome. Yeah, and for this week being the transition into April. All right. Intuitive Whispers gave me gratitude for the past. Right? And so we know that we have been going through a huge kind of transformational time of healing and all of that. And so, you know, we're being called in this as well to, you know, I think in it's twofold, right? Like, well, maybe more, right? I'm just going to go through the card. So you've got the owl on the card, right? That wisdom and that guidance, but also that kind of like transition, because the owl also can be a harbinger of that change that's coming. And then the water with the emotions, and then the maze there, right? Like kind of really figuring your way through and out. So having gratitude for the things of the past is going to help in bringing in wisdom and transformation, healing with emotions, and moving us through maybe some things that have kept us stuck, and allowing for us to be able to kind of come out to the other side.
Which speaks to the card, the next card that I got from the Archangel Michael deck. Change is coming. So, you know, it says, I am here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. And I really feel that energy coming in right now. It's very much like the
he's just just out there singing. He wants to come in. I'll get him while you do your card.
Her puppies are crying at us. So I really feel this energy right now, as we're going, like, because we've just started into this new year, right? A month or so ago, with the fire horse energy. And really a lot of this transformation is being pushed forward. And I just feel this real, we're moving forward. So there's lots of this kind of change energy that we're going to be feeling this month. But don't worry, because you've got support from the guides.
That you do.
Mm-hmm.
And in the midst of that change, the healing waters brings us the Lady of the Lake. I have a special affinity for this card. It says, new beginnings, something is about to happen. So again, very much in that energy of, it obviously we know April, April showers bring May flowers, right? There is that whole idea of April being that transition time where we are clearing away, snow and all the remnants of, at least up here in Canada, that's what we're doing. Because yes, we still have snow. But it's opening us to those new beginnings. And, with the Lady of the Lake being this, being of two worlds, right? And so it's that, okay. So it's that idea too of being able to really bring some of that spiritual into this world, right? What it is to not, transcend being human, but to really be able to be human with the divine, right? Bringing that into our experience. So new beginnings and transitions for sure. Glad we're having some guidance along the way.
Absolutely. Don't we need that these days? And so we pick an essential oil. So you noticed that yesterday we picked cassia, and actually our flower of the week this week. Oh, you haven't seen this yet, actually, but that's what's coming on the essential oil. Surprise!
Spoiler alert!
I was going to give you another spoiler too. I'll keep that to myself from now. Okay, so the one that we got for this month, so this is one you might want to incorporate through the month is marjoram. And so that's for the essential oil, but you can put that in cooking and stuff too. And it's really going to help. It's very soothing and comforting. So marjoram being the essential oil for this month.
Awesome.
And you can put it with the other two that you get this week, which I've shared one.
All right. And our crystal for the month is fluorite.
Fluorite.
Right.
Beautiful.
Right. So it says, find clarity and focus. Let your mind be clear and sharp.
This is a blue fluorite. Piece of blue
Beautiful.
fluorite. Usually it comes in purple, green. That one is blue.
Yeah, I've got my fluorites up here next to my drum, but
this one too, actually. Nice. Fluorite. There you go. And again, that also relates to hearing messages.
Absolutely, the messages coming through. And I think too, when we look at that gratitude for the past, there is that clarity that comes when we're able to recognize that experiences have purpose, right? And that they're holding, they're holding space for us to be able to move through things. So, yeah.
Yep. So this is where we would normally say, okay, we're done here. And we're going to take off and do the rest on the membership site. But
yes,
because we're doing it special this month, we're doing it just for you. And we're here, we're staying, so that you can see exactly what happens with the rest of the reading in the membership site, which is free, by the way. You can sign up at Twillow, where's my finger? TwillowLifestyle.ca, the membership site. So
I never know. It's the only thing down below.
It is. It's down below. So yes. So sign up to that membership site, and then you'll get the rest the rest of this, what we're going to do on a regular basis.
Mhm.
Okay, so we start off with some romance cards.
Ooh,
What is coming up for romance this month? Let's see. This one is sticking out. Ooh, very nice. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Honeymoon. So it is a good month for romance, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean it's honeymoon, but it could be honeymoon period. So maybe it's a rekindling. Maybe it's even honeymoon, taking yourself on a honeymoon. But it's a good, definitely a good month for romance and happiness and love this month, which is nice. We need that.
Well, and too, you think about the honeymoon, right? Like people talk about honeymoon period and stuff, and it's like that moment where you're able to just be present and in the joy of something. So the next set is about money. So I've got the shedding card, reducing losses, elimination, and completing a new metamorphosis. So I know we just came through the year of the snake, but of course there is some final shedding, especially with the fire of the fire horse that we have. So time to set those higher goals. But again, it's that idea that, you know, we're in the final stages of that metamorphosis. And then very in line with the horse, I got fast changes.
Yep.
And this says things happen suddenly in a short period and a hurry. So take bold steps forward, right? So each of these are saying, you know, time to set higher goals and taking those bold steps forward. And I think with the shedding that is still left to do, those kind of final things that are being burned away, those deeper understandings that are coming through are going to give us an opportunity to really be clear about where we want to go and how we want to move forward.
Definitely. So the next set is our dragon cards. So we got the orange gold dragon from Arcturus. And it says, open to knowledge for the new golden age, carry the energy of the future, and be a guiding light. So that's really where we're headed, right? So carry that energy now. You don't have to wait for the future. Carry the energy now. Be open to that knowledge. As we bring new things in, new ways of being, new systems, all of those things, that is the new golden age knowledge that you're bringing in. So, be a part of the positive change in terms of being really open to change in that way and hold on to the light, right? We don't need to get caught up in the old, because really the new age that's coming in is full of love. So let's hold on to that part instead of the fear and discouraging news, etc., from the past. Okay, be that guiding light. So orange gold dragon from Arcturus.
Beautiful. So the next are the spirit animals that are going to come with us. And I was sure that one came out of the deck. And when I went to look at it, it was 3. So we're going to go through them quickly because they've got a bit to them. So the lion is higher calling. Right? That lion. A lion. You have within you have within you all of the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. And then we've got the dragonfly, which is magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. We've got 2 cards there that talk about that past stuff, right? And that transformation that's coming, and really letting it go and embracing where we want to go. And let's do it with fun. We've got the dolphin, which is play.
Oh, nice.
Right? It says, swim in the happy joy of living, inhale confidence and exhale fear, dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. So very, I think in 3 cards, it's kind of summed up the messages so far. Again and again, we're getting this, let go, step into who you want to be and have fun doing it.
Absolutely. So then we got our angelic activation cards. So this is There's some ascended masters and whatnot mixed into this deck, but so for this one, it is the Holy Spirit. Miracles are possible. Your ability to experience miracles is down to your capacity to believe that miracles are possible for you. Don't give up hope. A real turnaround is possible now. The light of angels is surrounding you, inviting you to step into the most gracious, receiving state possible. Open your heart and expect a miraculous solution. You are worthy. Know it. And the activation here is, I am worthy of miracles in all forms. Miracles in all forms.
Beautiful.
It's lovely.
Well, and from the Divine Masters, we have Lady Nada. Expanded heart, openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved. And it's beautiful too, because Lady Nada is kind of the divine feminine counterpart of the Christ consciousness, right? So that Mary Magdalene energy. And it's such a beautiful thing to be able to step into a place where we can go, I am loved. I am love.
Yeah.
Right. And so being able to embrace that energy, and that energy is going to help us to kind of get through all the stuff that we have to let go. Because when we know that, then all of that past stuff doesn't have so much power.
Yeah. And so speaking of past stuff, this is our shadow work oracle deck. So these are the things that you may find come up for you. And we actually got shadow alchemy. Turns shadows into gold by shifting your awareness, empowerment, and rebirth. So again, more about that inner transformation, accepting the shadows that are, because they are still part of you. And the only way we can really alchemize that is through acceptance and forgiveness, and showing ourselves the love, right, that we need in that area. So it's empowerment and rebirth. Okay.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I pulled Lady Nada 3 times in one day on Sunday. Beautiful.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful energy to have with you all day, for sure.
Yeah.
The inner child oracle is telling us to say yes. Right. It says now is the time to be open and receive. So as we're getting through the month, right, if we see these kind of as progressive in some way, right, we've done this work, we've done this release, we've been able to, tap into these resources that we have within us. And then there's going to be an opportunity, right? And it's about getting ourselves ready for that opportunity so that we can say yes.
And so that opportunity is going to bring infinite abundance.
Ooh, that's a wonderful card.
You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. These are life purpose cards. And interestingly enough, I got a second card, which was spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. And so know that, you can have an abundance of spiritual healing and spiritual learning in your life. It doesn't have to mean that you need to be abundant financially, but having that, you will feel abundant, right? Learning about spiritual concepts, if you're not already on that path, can be incredibly empowering. And, I could do a shameless plug here because we're bringing on new teachers. And, I didn't pick the card. The card came out. We're bringing on new teachers for the Twillow Lifestyle Academy. So check out the new stuff coming. We got some great stuff. So infinite abundance and spiritual teaching.
Well, and I think that even I'm all for, having classes and all of that. But, on the spiritual journey, at some point too, we need to honor the teacher within. And then being able to, have classes and then really sit with that and go, okay, how does this feel for me? And allow that teacher within to kind of, help integrate those learnings as well. And I got eternity with the Divine Beloved deck, deeper union with yourself, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that that goes so well with that, because anytime we learn something new, and we learn something new all the time, we're always changing with that. And so whether it be through a class or through an experience, tapping into that divine within is going to help us to be able to integrate those experiences. So again, with the Divine Beloved deck, it says Divine Beloved, that is the Sufi way, but you can change that into whatever resonates for you as I read this. It says, change me, Divine Beloved, into one who understands the true meaning of death. Remove my fear, open my vision to the eternal. May all transitions lead me into ever deepening union with you. Right? And we talk about, in the Sufi tradition, we talk about the die before you die, the ego deaths that happen with each experience where we learn something new and we let go of a piece of our conditioned self, right? So that shadow alchemy card that you had, Tanys, is such a perfect pairing for this card, in that as we go through that process, we come home to ourselves a little bit more each time, right? With each one of those little deaths, if you will.
Yeah, for sure. And in doing so, you're actually doing this card. Remembrance. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul in body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. And so these are the sacred geometry activations. So just take a quick look at that card there and feel into the energy of remembrance.
It's beautiful. Yeah. All right. In my Wisdom of Hafiz deck, I got Engage Trust. Right, so through this process, we're really being called to engage in that trust. It says, love loves what it loves because of trust. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly read this little piece because, again, it's so pertinent. It says, we cannot know what the future holds, nor are we ever guaranteed safety or security. So we must trust what is unseen and allow our wellness to rest in what greater has in store for us. So at any moment, everything is working out for you. It's not happening to you, but for you. This is the trust that allows the wings of the psyche to unfurl. I love that, right? Because of the butterfly. And I know we've talked so much about that, even in Twillow Talk and things like that, where we, talk about how the caterpillar has everything in it, all of the DNA markers and everything to be the butterfly. But in order to do that, it has to break down. It has to die before you die, right? It has to have that complete breakdown of the self in order to emerge as the butterfly.
We see this in so many areas. Things breaking down before they can change into something positive.
Absolutely. And that's been such a theme across the board in all of the cards that we've gotten so far, right? Is that is going, that power is there for us to be able to help us through. It's beautiful.
And so then we talk about what we can do to support ourselves through this, right? We've had our essential oils and our crystals, and now this is about self-care. It's interesting because we're going into spring, and the card is clean your space. Time for spring cleaning. I think I'm going to pick another card because I feel like there should be something a little more personal as well.
I don't know that feeling that they say the bug, right? To start organizing and sorting things and all of that.
And this one is connect with fire, which is perfect for tonight because we are going into full moon. So we're actually sitting in just pre-full moon energy, and burning ceremonies are very common on full moon. So connect with fire and do the cleaning. Okay.
Cool. So the next card I've got is the polyvagal card. And the way that the deck works is we've got cards in different categories, right? So you've got the sympathetic, you've got the dorsal, you've got the vagal or the ventral vagal, which is the social engagement. Then there's some that are like relational between them. But I got a bonus card. Right, so I'm going to read the concept here. So it's consider change. We all know how our relationship with change goes sometimes. It says connecting with our nervous system allows us to notice which patterns of thinking, feeling, and acting are benefiting us and which are not. Change involves leaning into a pattern that is nourishing and moving away from a pattern that is draining. So consider a thought, a feeling, or a behavior pattern that you would like to change. And notice the ways that it is draining you, right? So that's that sympathetic anxiety, the anger, maybe it's a dorsal shutdown, or maybe it's a combination of them. But now identify a pattern that you would like to deepen. So notice the ways that your ventral energy is nourishing. So notice the things that light you up. Notice the things that bring you joy, right? And then choose the pattern to explore. Right? So begin seeing it as an image, take time to let the image emerge in your mind, and then draw it on paper or hold it in your imagination. You can make a small change to the image, adding or taking away an element or changing the colors, and notice what happens. And so you can make a series of changes and visualize them in that way, and then really explore, like, what is this going to look like in my day-to-day? And that might actually help with moving through some of these things, especially when we're looking at that shadow alchemy and changing, our perception of things that have happened. This is a really beautiful practice that we can do that can help us walk through that.
Beautiful. And because we know how we feel about change, and we're often impatient to get it done with, we have soothing impatience. So this one is the affirmations, and the affirmation for soothing impatience: there is nothing to do but wait. There's nothing to do but wait. I think that also speaks to us just being, allowing ourselves to just be as transformation happens around us. So especially with the way things are right now, there's so much happening that sometimes it is best to just be and just wait. See what happens. Because sometimes when we try to push things and we try to change in a way that we think it should be, it's not always for our highest good. So if we're just patient and we allow things to flow, it allows the things that are meant for us to flow in and out of our lives. Right? So there is nothing to do but wait for flow.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And our final card is a mudra. And I got the Aditi mudra, which is order. It's about daring to experiment. So I'll show it to you and then we'll do it. Okay. So we've got the thumb and the forefinger up, the two in between down, and the pinky up. So we're going to, the I love you together.
Look at it from your perspective, it looks like a heart. I show you because it would mean going very, odd angle. But the inside fingers create the down of the heart. You can kind of see it there. It's a heart. There we go. We love you. And we have a wonderful month.
And so the card says, this mudra has a settling, ordering effect on all levels. A large part of life consists of reviewing and readjusting our thoughts, feelings, and attitudes according to our circumstances and the resources at any given time. This is really a pattern. This can be enjoyable, for if the result of a reshuffling doesn't satisfy us, well, we can always try something new again. And so it says, my life is categorized by its inner structure, recognizing that it's that inner structure that gives us the stability, not the outer structure that is ever changing.
to find your structure inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do that inside work, the spiritual work. So that brings us to the end of the reading.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you all for joining us for our monthly collective card reading. And you've seen all 22 for this month. Let's join us on the membership site. It's free at twillowlifestyle.ca, because next month, as we have in the past, you'll get the first 6 out of the 22. So the rest of it usually just goes on the membership site. So if you want to see the whole thing each month, just sign up. It's free. Okay?
Absolutely.
We're just building community. So, final words, Jen?
Well, I'm wondering how you're feeling.
Mm-hmm. How's everyone feeling? Does this resonate with you? Because we're doing this live, which is a little different. So let's see what people say. How are we doing?
Yeah. What's, if something stood out, or if it's any.
They might be work lurking or something.
They might be lurking. I mean, I see the numbers, so I know y'all are watching.
Anywhere else, Tarot? Beautiful. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Join us. And don't forget to like and subscribe, which probably most of you have because you joined us. This was a last minute decision. So thank you for that. If you haven't, though, please do so you can get that notification. Awesome.
All right. Well, yeah, that was lovely. I know we had said at the beginning we maybe would do a question or 2.
Yep.
So
we can do that if you like. Does anybody have a question? I see that.
Just as a bonus, since you're still with us. So why don't we do this? I know that there's a question there, but I don't know if that person is.
So Helen, if you can let us know if you're still here, we can pull a card or 2 on that job thing.
And if not, if there is just maybe we can just do, whoever gets their question in there first can get a reading.
Otherwise, we will just call it a night.
That works too.
Give you a couple of minutes. What have you got going on this week?
Well, we did Twillow. And next Monday, I know it's a holiday for some, that Easter Monday. I'm going to be on with Gerald Tarot Stash, and we're going to be doing a laugh and learn on another aspect of human design, but I think that's not actually the topic. It's more about regulation in the midst of everything that's happening right now. But we'll look at some regulation from a human design perspective too, which is always interesting. And I am working. Tanys is so good at it. She's got all of these weekly crystal and weekly oil and weekly, like all this stuff. And so I'm working on a Mystic Monday kind of thing where we just go over a mystic truth. And so that is in the works, and I'm actually partway through getting a couple of them prepared. So I need to prep ahead of time because I'm not good at the whole in the moment doing it unless it's like this and we're live.
Try to tune in for that. Lovely.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
Wonderful. Yeah, 2:00 Eastern.
Nine-year-old said she'll try to tune in for that. I definitely need regulation these days.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So we have Twillow Talk again next Monday at 5. And yeah, just stay tuned. There's lots happening with the school right now. So stay tuned to the website and we shall update you as we go. And I guess we don't have questions, so we'll go ahead and sign off for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for joining us and popping in. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care now, everyone. Good night.